from Editor's Notes with me, Cy Williams. I'm here with my good friend Remo Colasanti. We're here in Niagara
Thanks for having
Falls.
me.
Thank you for coming,
That's
man.
awesome.
Actually, the reason I'm here this time, I usually come out to these shows. I came out specifically to this one to be a judge.
Yes.
At the first Legal Cannabis Cup, the first Growup Cannabis Cup.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, you know what? I know you have what it takes because we've got high at so many shows that you can actually endure this entire session.
I've been in training too.
Yeah. It's not for everybody.
I have you remember the movie Rocky?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a trainer just like Mick. My Mick is Dave.
Right.
Dave's been making me
All
run
right,
up
Dave.
the mountain. He's off camera right now.
Yeah,
Up the mountain.
Dave is here.
Carrying 24, 25 pounds at a time. I have to smoke my body weight every day.
Oh, yeah.
I think you roll giant joints.
I try to.
He's been putting me through like twice the size every day, the hash, the flour. So I'm
All part of the
representing Team High Canada magazine.
Team High Canada.
These, was it 12?
I think there's 15 entries that we have to pass judgment on.
15 entries, and we've got a lot of great judges. I know there's some really great names with the flower competition, which is today.
It's going to be the clash of the Titans, let me tell you.
Well, let's see. I know the Ghost Drops is in there.
Yeah. Lot 420,
Lot
Joy,
420.
Joy Botanicals.
Joy, yeah.
We've got Eastside Grow Co.
That's right.
Black Kettle Farms. The guys from Langley, they grow the fire, let me tell you.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
all this, and this, we're going to be doing this cup in a different way.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit, give me a little preview. We're going to be putting this up right before the competition starts. Give me a little preview. How are you doing this cup?
Well, we're going to have the most transparent cup ever. First of all, we had to, there was a series of nominations because there's over 1,000 different producers in Canada that produce, LPs and micros that produce legal cannabis.
Yeah.
So basically, the company had to be had multiple nominations in order to be into it.
Okay.
And then from there, they all got contacted, and actually, I contacted a good bunch of them, and I pitched them on the idea, and I couldn't believe they went for it, which is really cool. Everybody wants to play, so very cool. So there's going to be a dozen judges. We're going to do this live stream in the open, in the smoke pit. And we're gonna have all the samples in jars, and we're gonna have a whiteboard. And basically, we're gonna start with each sample and say, okay, sample number 1. Everybody look at it. Let's assign a number for that, and grade from 1 to 10, how it looks like, right?
Okay.
And then we're gonna go through them all that way. And then the next thing we're gonna do is what we call the sniff test, because there's gonna be 5 ways we're gonna judge these. And we're all gonna smell them all, and okay, which one's your favorite, and assign them all a number. And then from that, we're gonna total, what's the best smelling and the best looking one.
Okay.
And we want to use that to set a baseline. So we're gonna smoke that first, the best one first. And we're gonna see if it truly is the best. Because sometimes I've had some of these ones that look great, smell great, and you go to smoke them and it's lackluster. And it goes the other way too. I've had some stuff that doesn't look the greatest, and you go to smoke it and it's like, whoa, what was that, right?
Right.
So and we're gonna eventually get through all these strains. There's some of the people who are smoking on our crew today aren't experienced smokers. So we're gonna get them through it.
So
that's our goal.
Half gram joints, full gram joints.
I like 2 grammers myself, but whatever. We're all allowed to roll our own joints.
Oh, rolling our own.
And it all comes out of the same container, so that there's no mix-ups, and it's all done in the open. So there's
side by side.
There's just no way that there's any anybody could cheat or anybody could influence his vote. It's just because it's blind. We don't know what the.
See, I like that about it. I like the fact that it's blind. I like that there are so many great people participating, and that it's still a blind competition.
Oh, and no COA, so we don't actually realize until after we announce the winners. We're only announcing first, second, and third place. Then we'll see what the COAs are like, and we'll see if what we picked for first place was like a 30%er or is it a 19%er? We're gonna find out.
So that's today. Now tomorrow, Monday, September 12th is the hash competition.
Yeah.
And
that's gonna be even more severe.
Okay, so let's talk hash. What do we got? What do we have to look forward to tomorrow?
Well, one thing I forgot to mention about the weed categories. All these cups, they have indica, sativa, hybrid.
Yeah.
Well, that's great and everything, but I think everything out there is pretty much a hybrid now. So we have one category. And the same goes for the hash. We've taken hash, concentrates, and isolates, distillates, all that stuff, solventless, all goes into one category.
One category.
Yeah,
okay.
and you know why? Really, the best extract should win. And it doesn't matter how you extract. And you remember that Great Canadian Concentrate Open that Tim Bowers did?
Yeah.
Okay, it was dominated by people making BHO and shatter. And at the end, what's won the entire series was a dry sift hash, solventless. So anybody making solventless, don't be afraid to go up against solvent extracts, because sometimes you're better. But sometimes these solvent extracts, if you have the right cultivar, might be the winner. So it's going to be interesting.
So how many competitors tomorrow? 12?
I think it's 12 or 15.
12.
It's whatever arrives.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I have a feeling some of these entries may arrive late because.
It must have been, we were talking logistics, how hard, how difficult a hurdle it must have been to do the logistics to get all this product here. Like, isn't like even transporting it, you have to get, I guess you have to get quite a bit of samples.
No, actually, that's what we've done here. This is entirely different than all these other cups.
Okay.
20 grams of cannabis is all that required.
Really?
So you can mail that, you can carry it and bring it to the event and enter it.
Oh, see,
so
here,
we wanted to keep it within
got
legal
you,
amounts,
got
right?
you.
So everything, this is gonna be so legal, it's not funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
We consulted with Kirk too, so, during this process,
Okay.
putting this cup together, because we don't wanna break any laws and we wanna do this again next year. So, that's what we had to do.
Always good to ask a lawyer.
Yeah.
Always good. What about, okay, the one question that rose to mind was, what about organic flower?
Yes.
Because I know there's a distinct, I hear a lot of people ask me, oh, there should be an organic category in a lot of these awards because organic is so distinct.
And what are these organic people afraid of? The salt guy might take them out.
Right.
Some guy using plant prod's gonna take out the organic guy, come on.
See?
Put on your boots, come out here and compete.
Thank you.
If you know how to grow weed and you've chosen the right cultivar and you think it's the best, it doesn't matter what nutrient you're using, enter it.
Okay.
It's the best of the best. That's what we're looking for here.
See, that's what I'm expecting to find here
Yeah.
today and tomorrow. So we are at the Growup Conference. This is just one of a few things going on at this conference.
Yeah.
It runs today. We're starting today with the Growup Cannabis Cup. This afternoon is the Canadian premiere of Frenchy Dreams of Hashish.
Oh, I can't wait.
Which is going to be amazing. There's a killer after party tonight at the 7 nightclub put on by Dan Terrier. Tomorrow is all about hash, all about hash, all about hash. Because there's all sorts of workshops and seminars and there's all sorts of things going on about in regards to hash. So I'm expecting to see hash makers from all over the country here tomorrow. Not just for our amazing competition, or this amazing competition.
No, but for the information, right?
But for the information. I think people are going to descend upon us tomorrow just to find out as much as they can. Hash is hot again.
Yeah.
And hash has been the foundation of High Canada Magazine, and most of my work in the cannabis industry has been based in hash. So it's so
the original
great
concentrate
to
though, right?
say, isn't it? It is.
The original concentrate. Well, you know what the funny thing is, when I first started smoking cannabis, I smoked cannabis and didn't get high off of it.
Oh.
So, then a friend of mine says, you gotta try this red Lebanese hash. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how to get high on the weed stuff. He goes, no, try it. And that's what got me high. And so at the beginning, I was a hash smoker because the weed wasn't good enough. Does that make any sense?
Does make sense.
Yeah. I understand what all those people in Quebec were doing. They're going, oh, the weed sucks. Hash.
No.
But then, in the mid 80s, the hash, or the weed, certainly like skunk weed came around.
Yeah.
The weed started getting better than the hash, and then I switched to weed.
Now we were just doing some samples, some warm-ups outside before the Cannabis Cup.
Yeah.
You pulled out some beautiful skunk that brought me right back to the 90s, maybe even the late 80s.
Oh,
there.
yeah, that was a skunk cross, pink skunk.
Holy crow!
Yeah.
What a way to warm up my day. So we're getting ready for competition. If you haven't got your tickets to the Growup Conference here in Niagara Falls, please come on down, join us. Today is the flower competition, the Frenchy Cannoli documentary, a party tonight, a big party tomorrow night. I also understand that, I forgot about this. You're being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I know.
Tomorrow's
Unbelievable,
awards,
eh?
Lifetime Achievement Award.
It's crazy.
Remo, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks again for inviting me. Well, I guess that's it for now. Come down to Growup if you have the opportunity to. Come see Remo, come see myself. There's a whole bunch of vendors. There's a whole bunch of speakers. There's a ton of cannabis events. There's even a cannabis science symposium that's been organized by Dr. Av Singh that I hear is very educational and informative.
Oh, yeah.
Professors
No, he
and
knows his stuff.
specialists talking about everything cultivation in cannabis. So pretty exciting. Okay, that's it for me for now. Talk to you.
See you later.
Later.